Oh, Dello. Hey,
Yeah,
can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I don't think you can hear me, apparently.
I can hear you.
Hold on a minute. Yeah.
Hey,
What you talking about?
huh?
What I missed?
I didn't say anything.
You just been sitting here in silence?
Well, I didn't know if you could hear me fully or not. I was just like, and he's gone.
I had a car, so I had to go deal with that. So can I do a little housekeeping before we actually get into the episode?
Yeah.
So I need to correct something from our High School Musical 2 episode.
What is it?
So the correction on the Malibu Barbie pink I mentioned in our High School 2 musical episode, there is actually a real color named after Barbie. It's called Barbie Pink or Pantone 219C. The color code is #E0218A. Another fun fact about Barbie is she was once a NASCAR driver. I'm gonna leave that for you to discover on More Sports, though. I feel like that'd be something you would want to cover. Barbie's time in NASCAR.
You know what? After the day morning we've had, I will get to that another day.
Yeah.
It's all right. I was like, oh yeah, we'll record. We can try to record an episode tomorrow. I forgot. We start freshman practice in the afternoon, so I'm not leaving that school until about 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, help me. It's gonna be a busy
car. What? There's a car stopping in the middle of the road. Oh, okay. Moving. I don't know. There was literally, you know where the stop sign is?
Yep.
In the middle of the road, someone stopped there, and they weren't coming out of the school. They were just driving past. So I don't know. Also, on a correction, just a reference to the random hour too. And you remember how you said no one eats the Cheetos mac and cheese?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
I had it today for lunch.
Oh,
I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah.
That sounds disgusting.
Oh, the car's back. What? So, you know how I have a normal day and then we start recording and just the weirdest stuff starts happening?
Yes.
Okay. So you've noticed that too?
Yep.
Okay. Well, would you like to tell our lovely listeners what we watched?
We watched Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yep. And would you like to give a quick little recap of the movie for the people at home?
It starts off with Christian Bale believing in this God. Well, all his followers die out. His daughter died. He died. And then he saw it. Well, he was about to die. Then he met his gods. He's like, God, please help me. His god said, no, your only purpose is to serve me, so I'm not gonna help you. So there he's like, bro, like, my daughter died, my wife died, everybody died. And God's like,
my dog Pongo died.
You say your dog Tondro?
Pondo. My dog Pondo died in your name. Can you imagine if that was dropped in a Marvel movie? My dog Pondo died in your name. What?
Well, everybody died. And that god didn't care, so as he's about to kill him,
he doesn't care. He renounces the god, and then he's about to kill him. He goes, now your life has meaning. You can die at my hands, you know.
Yeah, but then he picks up the Necro Sword, and he slaughters that god, and he slowly becomes the god of death.
Can I add something? It makes no sense for you about to kill this guy that renounces you when you just said, it doesn't matter that all my followers die, you're gonna die too. I'll get more. It wouldn't make sense. It'd make more sense for him to be like, whatever, I don't care. But, you know, you have conflict.
Yeah, you do. Meanwhile, we meet the greatest storyteller of all time. Craig.
No, it's not.
Krang. Wait.
Luis is not in this movie.
Oh, I'm talking about
Louise.
I'm talking about the rock monster.
Remember Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Yeah.
I would argue Louise is better, but I would not mind Korg and Louise being stuck in a room together.
Oh god, they just sit there and recap the whole MCU together. Oh god.
Listen, this made me think I need a couple different recaps of the Marvel Universe up to a certain point. One is done by Louise, one is done by Korg, and I haven't to figure out who the third person should be.
Deadpool.
I don't think it'd be bad. But I was thinking more like somebody more lowbrow.
Hugh Jackman.
I said lowbrow. You're just pulling out an actual actor, not a character.
Hugh Jackman.
Wait, hold on a minute. Do you think Korg is a real person?
Maybe.
We'll unpack that in a different episode. But for now, continue your recap before I get too distracted.
So we cut to Thor. Thor in the Guardians of the Galaxy, saving people, kicking butt, and taking names. Alright? Epic space battle. Because, you know, he went from dad bod to god bod. Yin yang yin yang, you know, it's whatever. Excuse me. It's whatever, right? So he basically went from being fat, hanging out with the Guardians, getting back in shape. Well, as soon as the Guardians saved a kingdom from alien invaders, they get a distress call from Sif. Thor's like, I gotta go help Sif. I'm gonna take my 2 screaming goats and go.
Yep.
And they meet Sif. Sif's sitting there dying. She's like, yo, the God Killer did it. Go stop him. Thor's like, well, your arm will go to Valhalla, but you won't. And she's like, great. My arm.
Keep talking, I gotta go.
Alright. So, while that happens, we cut to Jane Foster, who, by the way, has cancer now. And she's in cancer treatment. She's reading a book. She's cheering people up. But at the end of the day, she has cancer and she's fighting cancer. And so while she's doing that, she's like, maybe I need to go to New Asgard. And so she gets on a bus and she goes to New Asgard. And New Asgard basically went from being this tourist attraction, or basically becomes this big giant tourist attraction where you have Infinity Ice Cream, played by Matt Damon, and the other guy and the one girl that played as Roseanne. Not Roseanne. Oh goodness, she's in the movie Identity Theft Tammy. Identity Theft Tammy. Other great movies, but that's the point. So we get a bad reenaction of the opening act with Thor of Thor Ragnarok. Like, really bad, but hey, we got Matt Damon. So that's okay. And so it breaks to that. Now the department finds where they put all the pieces of Mjolnir that were shattered into a little tube.
What did you say about Jonathan?
I didn't say nothing about Jonathan.
Oh, okay. You don't know what I'm referencing, do you?
No.
So they did a compilation of people trying to say Mjolnir, the MCU cast, and they were asking what Mjolnir was called, and they're like Mjolnir, yeah. And then Paul Rudd's just Jonathan.
He calls the hammer Jonathan.
Yeah.
He's been on screen with Mjolnir.
Yeah, no, that's the joke, Devin. It was in an interview because they were trying to get the cast to pronounce the name right, or see how they would pronounce it, because it's a Norse word. I think the closest normal saying to it is Mjolnir. I don't think that's technically right, Norse, but you call it Mjolnir is what you call it, and then Paul Rudd calls it Jonathan.
I call it Mjolnir.
Yeah, close enough.
That's what it is, Mjolnir.
Devin, I should not, for as big as Marvel fan as you are, I should not have to explain to you their interviews and promotionals for the movies.
Mjolnir. Jonathan Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir Jonathan III. That's his name.
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir. Mjolnir.
You're saying it like it's mildew.
Mjolnir.
We're moving on.
Stormbreaker.
Yeah, of course you can say that one, right?
Axe and Roses.
You mean, what? Axe and Roses?
AC/DC.
That's Guns N' Roses. Are you talking about the band?
AC/DC.
The band is Guns N' Roses, not Axes and Roses. That may be the Thor parody version, but I mean, that's a different thing. I come back and I don't know what I'm walked in on.
Oh, I was telling them about the weird, ugly, weird and not really ugly, but weird theatrical thing that led up to the events of Thor Ragnarok with Matt Damon.
Yeah. I don't know. You want me to read you my note about Matt Damon?
Sure.
It's good the MCU gave minor actors like Matt Damon a role again.
Bro, he's not minor.
I know, that was the joke, Devin.
Oh.
It's called a joke, Devin.
I didn't get the joke.
Apparently.
Matt Damon should be a hero.
Well, that's for another day.
I think he should be.
He's already in the MCU. He's already in the MCU as an Asgardian.
He needs to be recast as Captain America.
You know who needs to be in the MCU? I'm saying this to mess with you. Taylor Lautner.
Taylor Lautner's already... Wait, what's Taylor Lautner in?
Twilight. Yeah. How does that make you feel?
You know what? Robert Pattinson.
Oh no, that was my second one I was going to say. You think you're messing with me, but you're not. Now finish recapping the movie.
I could do this all day.
No, you cannot. You just told me you have to unpack stuff.
Crap, you're right.
Yeah.
Anyways, we get to that. She finds the pieces of Mjolnir, puts them back together, and becomes, boom, the mighty Thor. Their words, not mine. Mighty Thor. And so Thor is like, oh, the guy's going after them. Asgard. Gotta go to Asgard. And sure enough, he steals all the children.
Mm-hmm.
And leads to an epic battle. And then Thor's like, it's Mjolnir. He's back. Come here, buddy. I love you and I miss you. And he's just, Mjolnir's
In
like...
this version, Thor is actually a redneck.
Is he?
No, that's how you said it.
I did. Mjolnir, come back, buddy. Oh, buddy.
I used to live in a trailer park. My name is Thor Odinson.
My name's
I
Thor.
make moonshine on my side business. It made Loki go blind.
It made Loki go blind.
Yep.
But anyways, he's like, Mjolnir, come back, buddy. Then all of a sudden, boom, right into Jane's hands. And he's like, hey, bro, you stole my look. I can do a cool look. And he transforms in this weird golden Power Ranger armor setup. And he only wears the helmet one time. And so they're battling. He's like, who are you? And she's like, don't worry about it. You know who I am. And this and that and this and that. And it turns out, he's like, Jane? She's like, yeah. And then Crane's like, well, let's go back to Jane and Thor's relationship. And you know, it's all lovey-dovey. They love each other. And then Thor's like, I love you, Mjolnir. But your job now is to protect Jane Foster and keep her healthy. And Mjolnir lit up and said, bet. And so now that she was dying of cancer, Mjolnir's like, bruh, power up with me, and I'll keep you safe.
You keep saying Mildir. Like mildew.
Mjolnir.
Just call it Jonathan.
I'm not calling the hammer Jonathan.
You can't say it right.
Mindir.
Mindir?
Yeah, Mindir.
It's Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Where are you getting mail from?
Mjolnir.
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 You're saying the last part of it right, but you're putting a mill in there. It's Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Why are you saying mill?
That's how you're saying it. You're saying Mjolnir.
Mjolnir. Mjol.
Oh, Mjolnir.
Why is he French?
What?
Mjolnir is what you just said.
Mjolnir.
It's not marinara.
It's marinara now.
His hammer marinara. It flies through the air.
It'll make you the best pizza in the whole wide world.
And boom, sauce.
Uh-huh.
I said, and boom, sauce.
Boom, best pizza on the planet. Boom, nice
Could
sauce.
you imagine you're fighting a superhero and you're the villain, and all of a sudden this thing comes flying at you, and when it hits you, it's just marinara sauce.
Dude,
Mid-battle, you just get drenched in marinara sauce.
dude, that sounds great.
Sounds awful.
Sounds
Like, I will take over the tri-state. Oh my gosh, is this marinara?
It's my
What? Why would you do this?
sound like Dr. Snoopenschnurt. Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Welcome to my
Doofenshmirtz? Dude, you
Doofenshmirtz.
cannot say words right today. We spent most of this episode so far talking about how to pronounce Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
You're saying it like mildew. It's Mjol.
Meal.
You just said the same thing you already said.
Thor's
You're not
hammer.
even trying at this point.
Ma.
Mjol? Say it like
Meal.
mule.
Oh, meal.
Uh-huh, near.
Near.
Yeah, mule, near.
Meal. Near.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to say it.
Meal. Near. Meal.
Uh-huh.
Near. Mjolnir.
That is correct.
All right. So we cut to that. And he gives her a promise. So he's like, "Hey, power up with me, and your cancer will subside." And she's like, "Bet." So they power up, and then she's like, "Thor, why didn't you love me anymore?" And Thor's like, "I did love you." "Well, give me a baby." "I don't want a baby." "Yeah, you do."
What?
"No." That's what she said. She basically wanted a family, and he's just like, "Nope."
I miss a good chunk of her begging him for a child.
Bro, that's what was implied. Thor was scared because
That was not implied. What was implied was that they got so busy they didn't have time for each other, and it got to the point where they kind of just broke things off because they were too busy to be with each other, and their lives were so hectic. And then it got to the point where with Jane, that thing that made her reconsider things and her career was the fact that she started dying from cancer, and she wanted to reconcile the relationship with Thor, and thought that maybe if human medicine couldn't work, maybe Asgardian magic could fix her. So she tried using the hammer, and lo and behold, came to her.
Yeah, basically, but it didn't work.
And it kind of happens perfectly in time for Thor to show back in New Asgard. So yeah, that's a thing. Kidnap kids, and they go on a venture together to where, Devin?
To where all the gods are.
Yep.
To get the
Gotta
kids
get
back.
Zeus' hammer. Zeus says no, kind of a jerk about it. You know what surprised me? Zeus being a jerk.
That doesn't surprise me.
That was sarcasm.
Oh. I mean, my thing is Zeus, I almost said Zork. Zeus was like, "Bro, yeah, I'm scared." "How are you scared? You the king of gods."
It's almost like having human emotions, or a thing that gods have too, Devin.
Hey, if I was the almighty god, I would have got my boys. But now look,
We're
man,
not talking about the almighty god. We're talking about fucking Zeus.
Look, if I was
the guy who fucks goats and cows, who is known for golden showers.
Oh.
That is a direct quote, Devin. That's how Perseus was made, a golden shower.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick, and I ain't even had lunch yet.
All right, Devin. Do you know what Zeus is supposed to represent in the Greek mythology?
The king of the gods.
The king. He's supposed to represent all the bad things of like kings being arrogant, all that, abuse of power. Of course, you're not gonna like Zeus. You're not supposed to like Zeus. You're not supposed to say you don't like Zeus because of how Zeus is. Zeus will strike you down. Just how Zeus is.
Well, that's fair. Although
I am psyched for Hercules.
Oh yeah, dude! I was rewatching the cutscene. He's like, "Get him," and he's like, "Yes, father." And he just beats down this giant club. I'm like,
"Yes, Papa." I should go take on Thor.
Dude, I'm just like, oh shit! The next Avenger movie is gonna be big, unless it's gonna be a Thor movie.
Well, here's the thing. This is the 4th Thor movie. Traditionally, they do 3 of one hero, and then it's off to the Avengers to do, or you die. And Thor's over here just like, I got fat. I didn't die. So.
Well, I mean, dude, speaking of final trilogies, apparently the new Guardians of the Galaxy is out, and that's the last movie for that. And the same could be said for Ant-Man and the Wasp, but I don't look forward to the Quantumania.
Is it because you just hate the Wasp?
No, I don't hate the Wasp and Ant-Man. I didn't like the second Ant-Man and Wasp movie.
Yeah, you made that very clear.
And so now I'm like, a third one. But it's got Krang in it. The guy that plays this Krang's pretty good.
Kang.
My bad, Kang.
Should probably get back to Love and Thunder. And then, so they go back to, what is it, New Asgard, make the plant, or no, they get hurt. Corey almost dies. Valkyrie gets injured and loses her, is it her liver or spleen?
Spleen.
Jane's almost dying. So Thor takes off on it alone. Goes to the edge of, where did they go?
It was like No Man's Zone or whatever.
Something like that. It was the edge of existence. And then Thor's going at it by himself. Save the children. Makes it so the kids can fight an army of, what was it, shadow demons, rock demons?
I say shadows, like more like some shadow dogs, basically.
It's really funny and cool at the same time. Which prompts the kids to learn how to fight when they get back. Which, I'm interested to see how Axel fares later in the movies. I feel like that could be a cool Young Avengers thing.
Yeah, Axel. I think we talked about this before. I think they are setting up the Young Avengers because you got Miss Marvel, Kate Bishop, Thor's now daughter.
You have Katie Lang, and America Chavez, and then you have Speed and Wiccan. Oh,
You're gonna bring them back.
Speaking of, they got an older version cast of Wiccan, and it's the guy that plays Charlie Spring in Heartstopper Devon.
Nice.
I know, and I was like, I never would have thought of that, but that is a perfect casting choice in my opinion.
I still haven't watched the TV show, but nice.
I know. I've only recommended it to you a bunch of times.
Although I do love the books.
I know. The TV show is not as good as the books, in my opinion.
Oh,
but
boo.
It's still very nice and sweet, and you're like, oh.
Wow, is it still nice to watch?
Yeah. I've watched it 3 times so far.
3 seasons, or have you just been bored and watching it all?
Oh, no, it's only 1 season. I rewatched it a couple times.
Oh.
I rewatched it once to watch it, or I watched it the first time to watch it. Second time, I rewatched it to compare it to the book. And then third time, I was like, you know what, I'm in the mood for. I've been depressed. I'm gonna rewatch this. So yeah. Thor: Love and Thunder. So they're fighting, and then who's to show up but Jonathan and Jane. So JJ starts helping the fight. And then Mjolnir the Stormbreaker opens the rift, and Gore, Jane, and Thor somehow get transported to this, like, it's not the Soul Stone place with the water like you saw with what's his name? Thanos and baby Gamora, or child Gamora, but it's brighter.
I think they were outside. I think they were outside the gates of Valhalla.
I think it's on the edge of existence, so I don't know. Then what happened? Then they have a big speech, and he chooses to bring back his daughter instead of killing all the gods. And so Thor is raising the child with eternity powers, and that's how he becomes a father. That's where babies come from.
Yep, they come from That's where babies come from. They come from crazy gods that want to kill all the other gods, and then they're like,
He wasn't a god. They're from god butchers that want to kill the gods and have a change of heart.
yeah, that's how babies.
Eternity powers. I mean, that's how I was born.
Really? I was born by holding rock. My mom and dad were holding hands over a rock, and I became a rock lava baby.
I kind of just came into existence.
What?
I came into existence the way most wizards come into existence. I kind of just, poof, full forms.
Poof, you're here.
Somebody thought about a child, and poof, I came out.
Lord, that's how some of these kids act in high school. What made you want to be an ISS teacher? I didn't. I wasn't born to be an ISS teacher. Life just happens.
Yeah. But you ready for my notes? I don't have a lot.
Go ahead.
How Korg comes back at the end doesn't make sense for a rock creature being able to regenerate unless it involves magma and molten rock, similar to how their babies are made in the species.
Hey, listen, they don't want to kill off Korg. He's a great national treasure. We have to keep him safe at all times.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like, from a scientific perspective, it does not make sense for the only living thing of Korg to be his face. But if he was to regenerate, some bit of him, like Groot would, it would make more sense for how their babies are made, be similarly made. And follow-up question, does it matter where they go? Because I feel like the composites and the percentage of the rock would be dependent upon where you're at and what planet this takes place on.
That's fair. That's a fair point. I don't know, because they were like, oh yeah, we're just born by holding hands over rocks, and we become rock babies.
It also would affect, I mean, the darker pigment of Korg would probably be explained away to volcanic ash getting in the molten rock process that he's formed in. Follow-up question. I just thought of something. Could the thing be regenerated using a similar process?
No, the thing says he has a PP, and he's afraid to have sex with his wife.
We're not doing the Black Yellow thing again.
Wait, the what?
The Black Yellow thing from Black 1972.
Oh.
I'm not doing that bit. I'm genuinely asking, could the thing regenerate if you say lost an arm or a leg? Do you do a similar process?
I don't know, because to my knowledge, he's got rock. The rock.
He can't fracture per se, but he can chip.
Oh, he can chip? I've never really seen a thing chip.
I was reading about the thing a while back, about a year ago, 2 years ago, when we were doing an episode for the Random Hour.
Yeah, when they gave me so many comic series, about 2 years ago.
And
I don't think it did well.
There's another thing where he only ages when he's in human form. So there's this whole thing where the thing will spend one day as a human, and eventually he ages up to the point where he eventually dies. And that's the only way he dies, because he spends up one day as a human per year.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what storyline you're talking about, because he outlives all the Fantastic Four. And this is like that.
And Reed Richards keeps traveling to the future to check on, make sure he's okay and all that.
Yeah, that's deep. Doesn't he eventually die out of old age?
When he chooses to be a human, yes. The only time he ages.
See, I can't remember. I know that comic, but I don't have it. I've been wanting to get back into Fantastic Four.
I've been debating on trying the Fantastic Four, but as you know, I've been getting into a bunch of other stuff before I'm even close to thinking about getting into that. Can you, Kevin? Let's go to another point of my note. The Thor naked scene was fan service. Valkyrie and Jay make a great buddy cop duo.
They sure do.
Scenes, what?
I agree with you. I love the Kim. And two, yes, that was fan service. I mean, can you blame them though? I wish I could look like that. But I like carbs too much.
I feel like that's not it. I've seen how you eat, and we can eat the same things, but our workout routines are severely different. I mean, they're both weight oriented, as in like lifting weights, but I think you may do more cardio than me.
I try to do a mixture of both.
I know you drink a lot more soda than I do.
Yeah, I know. I've got to stop buying it, but it's just like my problem is lately. If I'm sitting here right now, I want to sip on something because I originally would buy sodas for a meal. Like I'm like, all right, if I'm at the house, that's 1 soda per day. That's 5 sodas for a week. On the weekends when it's really bad, so it's like.
Can I suggest something?
Sure.
Water. You want to sip on something? Do water. I'll get in fits where I want something other than water, but like I'll do it, especially in the winter. If I want something to drink, it has to be water. And because you'll pee a lot more if you just drink water instead of like soda and stuff. But dude, I'm telling you, you'll slim down a lot more.
But anyways, back to the movie.
Thor just run that entire army at the beginning. I feel like Lady Sif not knowing how to get to Valhalla was a plot device. According to the MCU, if you fight cancer, you go to Valhalla. Thor seems to read a surprising amount for somebody like him. He seems like the himbo type. Or just like the jump jock.
Well, I'll just power.
He keeps seeing like the past 2 movies. He goes, "Oh, I read that before," and it just like, "Huh? Didn't know you knew how to do that."
What's that supposed to mean? He dated a scientist.
Okay, and you're dating somebody that has how many degrees?
She has 2 associates and 1 bachelor's. Maybe 3 associates.
And my follow-up question is, how many books without pictures do you read, Evan?
Right now, 0.
Alright, what about in the past 3 years?
Oh, 0.
I thought it was maybe 1. See, and you fit the persona of the jock too. So I mean, you should not be shocked that I'm saying something like this.
Hey, look, I think it's part of his character growth because in that first movie he was a dumb jock, and now I think we watched Storm grow from movie to movie, or movies
he's
that
still a dumb jock though, but he's more turned in from a dumb jock to a himbo, but it's becoming friends with Valkyrie.
Yep.
But yeah, okay, Devin, I got 2 more notes. I felt that speech for Thor gave Jane before she told him he had cancer. I thought that was a really good speech, and I felt that spiritual level.
Dude,
second point. What?
Go ahead.
Can you imagine confessing your love and then they just go, "I have cancer," or you just say, "I'm dying"? How do you recover the conversation from there?
You don't. You process it and you try to figure out a solution.
Here's how you beat cancer.
You take Stormbreaker and you hit it in the face.
Let me hit your cancer, because that's how cancer works. Dude, you want to know what annoys me in like media?
What?
Like, oh, I found the cure for cancer, and I'm like, that's not how that works. Cancer is an error in the production of new cells. So yes, some cancer you can stop, but you could also stop the production of new cells if you stop the process altogether. Technically, if you die, you cure your cancer too.
That's deep.
I know. I took a course on cancer
When did you do that?
one summer.
Oh.
Devin, I do things when I'm not with you. When I get bored, Devin, I watch educational YouTube videos. You think Megan's bad about that?
Oh no.
You should see your guy over here figuring out how to be an amateur paleontologist on YouTube videos alone.
Lord, Megan's back on Dr. Gloopin, so we're about to be back on the Dr. Gloopin boat. Part of me's just like, yay, more Dr. Gloopin.
Listen, you should be happy I'm not living down there with you, because we... Could you imagine if my hobbies and her hobbies on educational videos intersected? Can you imagine what you would be in for?
Some days I'm not coming home.
You'd be like, I don't want to go home to the magic school bus today. They're gonna make me go buy rocks with little fish in them.
You said little rocks with fish in them?
Yeah, those are called fossils, Devin.
Oh.
I've got a couple fossils.
Oh yeah, you do.
Sorry, my ADHD interest came out there. You should probably take. You got anything else you want to add, or should we rate it?
Let's go ahead and rate. I mean, to me, you know what I really enjoy about the Thor movies overall is they went. Yes, extremely.
I thought it was gonna be the abs.
No,
I mean, like, look at them washboard abs. You get laundry done on those.
You can get laundry done on those.
Yeah, washboard abs. That's what a washboard's used for.
I could just get all my stuff washed off those abs.
And I wouldn't have to go back to school to wash my clothes.
You ain't lying.
But what do you feel like? How do you feeling about this? What do you like about this, Devin?
You know, I like the Thor movies overall. He went from being serious to like this action comedy routine, and it just fits.
Yeah.
Doesn't
you
feel
know what this Thor kind of reminds me of now that I'm thinking about it?
What?
Hercules. In the Disney Hercules, where he's like this awkward character, scrawny character, to this big macho comical character, and he's not like, he's after he gets the god powers, and he goes from being the arrogant, it's kind of like the reverse of that. He starts out as like this arrogant, like, I'm the mighty Thor, I am Thor Odin's son, to, hey, I'm depressed, I need a minute, guys, to, yeah, I'm just chilling out, doing himbo things.
Yeah, that's a pretty good character development from all 4 movies. Technically, wait, hold up. Thor 1, Thor 2,
Just 4 movies.
Okay, good. I have to think.
You're not including the Avengers.
God, I mean, if you include Avengers, that's what? 4 movies?
We're not doing this, Devin. We're not doing this. I don't want to do math.
It's too late. I'm already doing it.
I think it's 6. 10
Is it?
movies? 3 plus 4 is 7. 4, 8. 8 movies.
Wait, hold up. Avengers, Age of Ultron, Infinity War,
Endgame. And then you have Thor, Thor Dark World, Thor Ragnarok, Thor: Love and Thunder. So that's 8.
Oh, 8 movies. 8 movies. God, he's done 8 movies. Shizzle. That's
Yep.
a lot of. That's a lot of movies.
That's a lot of Thor.
That's a lot of Thor. That's a lot of love and thunder.
Technically, it's 8.1. No, 8.2.
Where are you getting the point two?
The 2 end credit scenes. One in Doctor Strange, and one in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
He was in a cutscene for Volume
Yeah.
2.
I think he was. You know where it picks up at in Infinity War?
I'm not sure.
And that's not even including just the footage you see of him doing stuff in like other Marvel movies.
Well, that's true. But overall, I enjoyed this movie. I have nothing wrong with this movie. I think it's probably one of the better ones. It's better than Dark World. Dark World was trash.
Now, I do have a question for you.
All right,
Hold on a minute. Got a car. Just keep talking for a minute. I'll be right back.
dude. Well, I think between the better hammer, I think Stormbreaker's the better hammer. All right, big blade. It's got Groot's. It's got Groot's arm on it. I mean, it's pretty bad to the bone, and it chopped Thanos in half. Where's Mjolnir done? Oh, fight a couple of frost giants. Ooh. Oh, you took on the destroyer of Asgard. Ooh. It was trained to turn on you, so ooh, big deal. Whoop-de-doo. You know what I mean? Big whoop-a-doo. But not a big deal. Natalie Portman. R.I.P. to Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman's character was great. R.I.P. to Jane Foster. She will be missed, but I'm glad she made it to Valhalla. Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, what are you rating this?
I'm rating it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I figured. I already put a 10 out of 10 in the description. You're very predictable. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I enjoyed this movie.
I'm giving it a 9.75 out of 10. I think it's better than Thor Ragnarok, but I don't think it's a perfect 10 because of just some small continuity stuff.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. But overall, I would say it's definitely towards the top of our list.
Okay.
Now, if you're willing to argue with me that why it should get this 0.25 points, I will bump up to a 10.
Well, what's continuity yours?
Just real world physics stuff like Korg, some plot devices that go here and there, which you'll point it together.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with you about those. You can keep the 0.25.
Okay. So, are you ready for next week, Dylan?
I am.
Get more space aliens.
More space aliens?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
We've already recorded that. That's why I'm saying this.
Oh, God. Is it the Planet X movie?
Yeah, an invasion of Astro Monsters. 1970.
Oh, boo.
Listen, we're making our way through the free YouTube videos of Godzilla.
You ain't lying.
But, Devin, I've got one more question for you.
What's up?
Where is your hairbrush? No, I'm kidding. What is your last question? Or last words?
Let's see. These are called fluffy pancakes. They're from Earth. I don't like fluffy pancakes. Well, you never tried them. Well, I don't like them. You don't know that you like them if you never tried them. Where's your boots? They're right here. My fluffy bunny slippers. Well, you're not wearing your bunny slippers. I don't want to hear you crying when your feet hurt all day. Okay, I'll go put the boots on.